Birds are chirping, the sun is shining. I had a great breakfast this morning. Nothing in the world could ruin my mood right now. Nothing.
Safety lights are for dudes.
Holy shit, you know what?
So, guess what I did July 15th?
I don't know, did you make your hairstyle more ambiguous?
Based on the day's header in my journal, I think you can guess what was on my mind. I spent way too long drawing that.
In her video, expect to see a lot of fake self-deprecation. You know, the kind of shit that's supposed to come off cute, but it's really annoying and nauseating.
Good morning, easily offended millennials.
But ever since we got that second trailer for the Ghostbusters reboot, something awakened in me and I got this good feeling. This excited feeling.
You mean that tingly feeling when that first drop of blood oozes out of your snatch when you free bleed?
Spoiler alert, I loved it.
No.
Ghostbusters is not a perfect movie.
No.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm willing to overlook pretty much any other flaw in the story if the characters are captivating. And the characters were great. They were funny. They were fun to watch, they had great chemistry with each other, and I found them really believable.
Keep in mind, she also thinks the male gaze and the patriarchy are believable things.
First, I want to answer the question that I'm sure all of you are sitting on the edge of your seats to find out. Was Ghostbusters feminist? Yes. You bet your proton pack it was!
Actually, yeah, she's right. The movie is pretty feminist. It's poorly written. It makes every man look like the devil and every woman look like a goddess of the first order. But she's totally 100% right on that. I can't dispute that.
Oh, the humanity!
Oh, damn! No! Hey, man, that's the bitch from Carrie!
But feminism is very broad and can be expressed a lot of different ways in media. This should come as no surprise to you, given that I help run a channel whose main purpose is to look at the intersectional implications of Disney movies.
Oh, good lord, you're one of those feminists. Jesus Christ.
There were so many things that the women got to do in this movie that we don't normally get to see women do.
Oh, really? Like, be blatant stereotypes?
Oh, hell no, the devil is a liar!
Or complete cookie cutters of dopey male characters with gender switched? You mean like that?
In fact, we're going to pick one right now to talk about.
Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn.
Alright, if you read all the things on that list, it's basically women were allowed to be human beings.
Okay, stop. Stop. Just stop. You're fucking seriously telling me that women are never allowed to be human in movies. Really?
One of them was have awesome slow motion fight sequences. Back in time, shall we? To a time when a little thing called female hysteria was a totally viable and legit medical diagnosis.
Okay, we're just gonna skip this part because it's just her jerking herself off about how much she knows about this old factoid. It's basically her implying that somehow this old-timey notion about women hysteria has something to do with how women's excitement is perceived now. And it's just, it doesn't hold up, of course. It's just a bunch of, oh, you see, this thing happened in this time a long time ago, and now this time, it's like, it doesn't happen, but it's like somehow it like coincides with this thing because I have feelings about things, and so these two things are the same thing.
Well, you know how anything that teen girls get excited about is seen as uncool and stupid? Feminist author and activist Bailey Polland believes that phenomenon is derivative of female hysteria. There's an underlying assumption that teen girls are not in control of their emotions or interests and become overly excited or upset for no reason, when the reality is that teen girls deliberately use excitement and passion as the foundation for community building. It should be noted that women in general are just mocked for the things that they like, but teenage girls are especially.
Maybe it's because teenagers, You know, their brains aren't fully developed, so whenever they get excited about shit, they get fucking annoying as fuck. Have you seen a Belieber or a Directioner or a fucking teenage Taylor Swift or Beyonce? Have you seen these little rodents? Because, you know, like little shit like Cut for Bieber and Bieber, you know, little Bieberites harassing people on Twitter. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. That's just girls community building. Community building. Oh, they're community building, all right. They're building a community of new age Manson family members. That's what they're doing.
Think about the backlash for the Twilight movies.
Twilight movies.
Oh, God, you're so dumb.
Twilight? You would use Twilight as an example? Of course she didn't use examples like the Harry Potter franchise, the Hunger Games franchise, the Divergent franchise, Mean Girls. Of course she kept it some shit she knew had a lot of backlash. Because she could, of course, spin it to make it look, oh, you just hate women. That's why there's backlash behind this really shitty fucking series. It's because people hate women. It's not because every fucking frame of those movies was absolutely terrible. Women are just so hated that people just didn't give those movies a chance. I mean, why do we live in just a poisonous, misogynistic society where our shitty movies aren't nominated for Oscars just because there's a female lead in them? I mean, what the fuck?
Or the scorn critics had for the Beatles because of their fans. Or One Direction.
Because when you see a group of people crying and screaming at once, holding up signs to how they would blow the fuck out of every band member, that kind of makes you think like, wow, these people are awful. They're making a fucking fool out of themselves for 4 metrosexual douchebags who don't even acknowledge their existence. That's why they look stupid. It's not because they're fucking girls.
Or pumpkin spice lattes. Teenage girls are the butt of these huge cultural inside jokes.
Did you know that there are women being stoned to death as we speak? You know there are women with their clits being cut off right now, and you're worried about a couple of fucking deadhead teenagers who have hurt feelings because people are making fun of the shit they drink? Okay. Oh, okay.
Stuff that girls like, or even stuff that we, as women, liked when we were girls, is inherently vapid, while stuff that teenage boys like, action movies for example, is held up as nostalgically cool. Oh!
Let's stop right there. For one thing, action movies, and this has always been an issue with me, action movies are not boy things. Can you really fucking sit here with a straight face and tell me that Die Hard is not universally loved by men and women? Yeah, Die Hard was well written, it was action-packed, it had a charismatic lead. That's why it was universally popular. Because of those things. Not because someone with a fucking dick sat down and was like, yeah, you know what? I approve. Dude tested, penis approved, bitch. Movies like Die Hard, 300, Lethal Weapon, these do not get popular with just male attention because they are made for everyone. Now, movies like Ghostbusters, on the other hand, are only made for, well, people like you, of course, that think everything needs to be catered to them in order for them to like it. Because you have the personality of a stack of fucking phone books.
But why? Why are girls ridiculed for expressing this kind of fervent passion for things when men are allowed to get worked up about their stupid stuff? And why are they encouraged to do it into adulthood as well? Fantasy football.
You see that? You see that? Oh, their stupid stuff. Like, their stuff is stupid, but your stuff is just so... My pumpkin spice latte is a part of my soul. Don't you understand? Oh my god. I just can't talk to you right now. I just can't talk to you. Whatever, bitch. No one is trying to ruin teenage girls or kill their spirit. Like, come on. Grow up.
Sexism is the easy answer, but that's not very clear. This is where the male gaze comes in.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
It was coined by a feminist film theorist to describe the phenomenon of white, cis, straight, able-bodied men making media for the viewing pleasure of other white, cis, straight, able-bodied men.
Alright, you know what? Freeze it right here. Look at this bitch's face. She is so fucking enjoying herself right now. She's just so up her own ass. The stomach acids are giving her split ends. I don't mean to make it racial. I mean, I do, but I don't like it. I don't like doing it. But what is it with these fucking weird ass white girls who are just so nauseatingly gender confused, and they think they're the authority on every goddamn thing, and how their lives are just so miserable because no one wants to kiss their ass 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 a fucking year. I have a degree in gender studies, I have a $200 phone, and I dress like a boy so other boys won't look at me sexually because I think they're all out to rape me.
Please take me seriously.
One of the biggest ways the male gaze manifests itself is the way that women's bodies are viewed. Above all else, women are supposed to be pretty objects that men are entitled to look at and pass judgment on without penalty. Blech.
I'm gonna be real frank right now. I'm gonna be clear. There is no such thing as objectification when it comes to sexuality. For one reason, and one reason only. Sexuality is human. Therefore, when a man treats a woman sexually or sees her sexually, he is treating her as a human. Say you're only using someone for their money, or using someone only for their social status, or literally using someone as a fucking couch. That's objectification. Thinking someone has nice tits, nice abs, or nice butt, that's not objectification. That's you acting out human desires, which means you're doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing as a human being. Now, just because women do not express this the same exact identical fucking way does not mean that the way a man does it is fucking damaging. Just because men have scary penises that get hard does not mean every fucking horny little thought in their head is toxic or evil. You got it? You fucking got it?
Women are discouraged from engaging in any kind of behavior that might be off-putting to people, especially men. Passion makes you wild and unattractive.
Why the fuck do you want to be off-putting to people? No one is encouraged to be off-putting. Like, nobody. No one is encouraged to make their presence annoying to other fucking people. Nobody. Because no one likes that shit. Nobody fucking likes that shit. You're just pulling shit out of your ass.
I don't want to be I don't care!
Well, obviously.
I realize I can get annoying when I'm really hyped on a subject.
No, you don't. Otherwise, this video wouldn't fucking exist. You are not self-aware. You and people like you are completely unaware of yourself. People like her think they are fucking awesome. They think they're just so great. They have the egos the size of Texas, but that ego is like as flimsy as a piece of toilet paper. So what they have to do is badger you and make you believe that they're amazing, so they can so that toilet paper can be 2-ply. We gotta make that Texas-sized toilet paper sturdy again. So let me inform you on social justice. Let me tell you how much of a feminist I am. Let me wear boy clothes as to not intimidate you with my sexualness. Because sexuality, of course, is scary.
There's a scene where they're all dancing around because they're celebrating and they don't care that they're not great dancers or that they don't look that good. They just know that busting makes them feel good. And they're not mocked for it. The movie never shies away from showing these women as expressive and intense. The primary concern isn't making sure they're pretty while they express their emotions.
So basically you're saying that none of these women in the movie are pretty.
And that's really fitting because Katie Dippold, who wrote the screenplay, said that this was one of the main messages of the film. Being true to yourself, finding your passion and going for it, and not caring at all what other people think. Stop looking for that outside validation. That message rings pretty loud and true to me for this movie.
Your message is to stop looking for outside validation, yet you spend an entire video bitching and moaning about how you don't get outside validation.
Leave me a comment down below to let me know what you thought about the movie, or just your favorite Ghostbusters quote.
Oh, I have a favorite Ghostbusters quote. I have one.
Let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown.